Okay, so, yeah, the frames was the problem. I've just kind of been running circles in this little room. This is where it respawned me. I run a lot of games at really high settings. All the new trilogy of Tomb Raiders. Here. Near Automata. I run a lot of games on really high settings. Even Overwatch, I run on pretty decently high settings and get 120 frames solid. The other games, I get solid 60s. Maybe more, I don't know. I haven't actually put the FPS counter on them. Here, first of all, I had to lock it to VSync because screen tearing, but I had to turn the settings down considerably to even get 60-ish. And even then, like, I'm not really at a guaranteed 60. I'm kind of dropping between 50 to 60-ish.
Jesse,
So.
Did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. The hiss got him. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown.
Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself.
Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
I have no idea what about this game, because, like, even the map isn't that big if they're using loading sectors. The only thing I can think is that they're not using loading sectors, and that they're just trying to render basically everything in the game all at once. But that doesn't make any sense. Not everything in the game, but everything in the entire, like, area that I can access. But now my screen resolution is still 1920 by 1080, but my render resolution's at 1280 by 720. Like, things are just way down. My textures are on high instead of ultra, and filtering's like on medium. Load distance, medium, or level of detail, distance, medium. LOD, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know why.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it coming from?
Singing? Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
They say the new director can launch objects up to 20 feet.
Bullshit. We've never recorded any distance over 5.
Obviously, you never read the P6 data.
Okay, So I have 4 points. Melee damage, launch damage, energy. I see. Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay, whatever. I'll start just rounding out. Yeah. I actually meant to cancel that and use that, but whatever. A little bit extra damage. Because if I get the health and melee up, being able to just smash through shields and some natural constructs. Construct Shatter. Shatter is a heist. This is a shotgun. It's a shotgun revolver. Random weapon mods. Random person mods. Upgrade. Oh, okay. Upgrade higher mods. Okay. So I need to gather stuffs, I think. Because shotgun pistol sounds like it's not too bad. Kill enemies without dying. Okay. Service weapon. Grip. 5 headshot kills. Melee. Like, oh, 50 things of that. That shouldn't be too difficult, but I think I'll go for that. Get a personal. Still just got the civilian outfit. Okay. Don't suppose I can just... Nah. Okay. Maintenance where?
Hope has asked us to document the history.
Oh, you know, elevator is probably where I'm supposed to go, because he's singing.
World, meet me in the maintenance.
Alright.
Like I said before, the janitor is a friendly face.
Now that I actually have more than, 30 frames a second, probably can do a little bit better with the aiming. Although now I don't know whether, like, how much my sensitivity was actually off, because my sensitivity might have been good the first time, and just the frames were making it terrible. I suppose I should check that. Because normally I do use lower sensitivity.
The
I used
maintenance
to have it
sector
really
is the
high.
janitor domain. If I can find Ahti here, he can help me reach the override. Maybe it was you who got me into the oldest house with the lockdown on. Maybe it was Ahti. It felt like he made the elevator appear that took me to Trench's office.
There's such a long pause in between things, I don't know what she's done. Not that. Bring that down. Normally I use sensitivities a little bit lower. I used to have them really high.
Ahti guiding me too?
And then I just switched drastically from valve sensitivity at 1600 dpi and a 20 to like 800 dpi and 2. Drastically different. Just complete polar opposite ends of the spectrum there. It's not that much lower than average, but like still makes
The
a huge
directorial
difference.
override is right there, in the control room. How do we get there?
I'm still lagging my balls off. Why? Fuck, I can't. I don't know why I'm lagging. I genuinely have no idea why I'm lagging. I don't know what's costing so many resources in this game that I can't run it. I can run everything else at pretty much 100% maxed out settings, and I might have a couple lag spikes every once in a while, but nothing near this bad. I can't even keep a stable 60. And apparently I'm getting less than that now. Like, what the hell? What is so resource intensive about this game that I can't run it with fucking even mediocre settings? Cause it's so choppy. Like, I don't want to turn that down anymore. I don't want to turn anything off per se. It's kind of smooth, but not really that smooth. I don't know what it is about this game that lags so much.
The directorial
Nothing should be
override is
lagging
right
this
there,
much.
in the control room. How
I don't
do we get
understand it.
there?
Alright, seems like we're good for now. I just gotta turn everything down. And I don't want to, because I want the game to, like, look good. But I don't know how to stop it from being this bad. See, I don't like abusing third-person mechanics like that. He can't shoot me. He can't actually reach me, but I can shoot him. It's just mean. But with these frames,
What's
I don't know
down
what else
that
to
way?
do. I'll just stick to this for the moment.
Well done. You got the job. It's place for congratulations. Yippee, saatana. It happened in the last drop. I truly need an assistant.
Funny thing is, I've been a janitor. I'm more at home in that role than as the director. Only Ati here seems to see that.
Yeah, hi, Ati. Look, we need to get the lockdown lifted, otherwise I can't get to the other sectors. Can you help me get to the override?
Yes, yes. Easy peasy. It's just around the corner. But first, we need to get you working. Very small, couple of hours job.
Something tells me it's gonna be more than that.
Yeah. You think there's a dog buried in this? I can tell you are not yesterday's Krause's son. That's why you'll make a great assistant. Very well. I'll hit the facts on the table. Mä kyllä sanon perkele suoraan, että this house has a vermin problem. A bad one. They've already messed up the cooling pumps. And the power generators of a power plant, perkele. And the pensioner inside is starting to feel the band around his head tighten. The situation needs to be fixed before the plant blows up. And we all disappear like a fart in Sahara.
Trying my best to keep up with this. Fix the coolant pumps and the power generators, otherwise the power plant will blow?
Yep.
But don't you worry. I've left you clear instructions. You'll catch the end of the thread before I go to my vacation. The work's on the task board here. You can do later, when you have time.
Vacation? Right.
Yes, no one's gonna cancel my holiday or seat's gonna rattle. But don't worry at all. You'll take care of it and soon this crisis gonna be last winter's snow. You better go now, so you don't have to run with your head as your third leg. The door in the back leads to the plant.
The door in the back. That's great. Thank you, Ati.
Actually, you know what might be murdering the frame rate? The fact that everything is interactable and destructible.
Yep. Burn the trash. Throw it in the fire. Burn it all. Burn it into a reindeer, not into a moose.
I can't bring up a map anymore? Can't open my map.
Ugh, this place
So I
makes me
something else.
nauseous. An object of power. How do you think it got down here? A carousel horse. Why is kid stuff always so creepy?
I didn't know this. Oh, she's leaving. Okay, got it. I assumed I was supposed to be
Let's see
dodging
if
first.
Hiss keep up with me now.
Keep going this way. Cool. That'll be handy. So there's a little bit of a pause in between them, but not too much.
Yes.
Okay. So, health, energy boost, make evade cost.
Okay, so what happens again if that thing blows up?
Power. Explosion. Too much. Director's duty.
Game does still actually look pretty good. But yeah, it's this whole element of it. It's that. It's the fact that it just ripped chunks out of the wall. It creates a cool environment, but it's also really hard for processors to handle most of the time because every single thing is destructible or pickupable or movable or something.
Dangerous out here, lady. Go see Chief Arish. He's just inside. He'll help you.
Ma'am! Hey! Chief Arish, FBC Security. Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
They all have HRAs. We're on the same side.
My name is Jesse Faden. I'm here to perform the directorial override to get the lockdown lifted.
Yeah, Chief Arish, FBC Security. I'm just... Oh, hang on, you're the new director. It's a pleasure, ma'am.
Let's skip the formalities, please.
Right. Faden, ma'am. Look, as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a shit show down here. We've been holding our ground, but whatever's gotten into our buddies has them wrecking the coolant pumps and the power converters. The NSC keeps overheating, and my crews keep getting shot before they have a chance to make any repairs.
NSC?
Oh, sorry. Bureau jargon. It's what we call the power plant. You know, the big rumbling metal thing? Salvador, head of security, asked me to protect it in case of an attack. See, what's inside is dangerous. Dr. Darling seemed to know it would be a target.
Darling? He's here?
No, he came down a few days ago, before everything went to hell. He was out of it. Smelled like a bar mat. He was ranting about vulnerabilities and how he only had one large-scale HRA, but that he needed it somewhere else. Still, at least he gave us these personal HRAs before he left. Hey, did I mention that he was tearing his clothes off? Crazy dude.
Darling knew the hiss was coming.
Listen, I love playing 20 questions as much as the next guy, but we have got to get the water and electrical systems repaired before this baby blows. I'll have my guys unlock the doors out of here for you.
I'll take care of it. You stay and keep the hiss away from the plant if you can.
The hiss? That's what we're calling him? Oh, that's catchy. Oh, listen, the radios aren't working, so if you find my boss Salvador out there, could you please ask him what the plan is? I'm sure he will have one by now.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
He sure has a lot of faith in his boss.
Try to stay alive.
What's your read on?
Energy conversion's well below the acceptable percentage. Internal pressure's climbing so fast, I'm amazed the NSC is still open.
Okay, I just wondered if I just wasn't allowed in here. They were just gonna keep spawning until I got pushed back. But it seems to have let me in okay. Let's just spark a cable. Nothing interesting. Okay. Right.
Power cut. Replace the parts.
Disengage. can't see shit. How? No, that definitely hit him. So, do that. It's gonna be for now. Abilities. Okay, 10, 20, 20. Okay, got it. So those are 20s. So this is a total of doubling your health. Got it. Cool. Got a shotgun now.
We need to fix this thing ASAP.
That looks pretty cool. Just do it like that. That goes somewhere, but I don't know where yet, so.
My old enemy, the clock, is blocking the pipes. You need to deal with that shit. He is very clever. He's trying to sneak in. He got caught with his hand in the fish trap. Get rid of him.
What the hell is that? Oh, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Just curious. Okay, so the recharge works on a percentage. But the shots do not. he kind of sees things from a normal point of view, unlike the Bureau. Talking of rats clogging the pipes. Just things being clogged.
Just hold together a little longer.
Box. Can I rail run? Or was that just a thing I kind of accidentally did? No, I cannot. This is where I came in. Is there nothing here? I guess not. No. Alright. I don't know what the point of all that was then. It does that when it doesn't want you to know exactly where your objective is, I guess. Can't unlock that door from this side. He's down there. Where else needs power? Where else needs power? Is that one up there? I don't think anything on these pipes did. Ah, right there. One less. There it is.
There go the pipes. Nothing more satisfying than manual labor.
Yeah. Yes, those come back now. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. I hear you. Loud and clear. Charged. Physical deformation. Uncivilization. Yep. So they're suicide bombers. Right, access physical force. Yes. Abilities. Ah, this is like the dude. What's his name? Tomasa. Something like that. Capabilities. Chairs. Okay. Initial impressions. His trooper. Yep. Okay. So, chain guns, grenade launchers, heavy armor, and a force field. A's cannot be affected. Okay. I'm the only known immunity naturally. Cleanse things. Compose. I don't know if I take fall damage or if that actually stops fall damage, but I'm gonna assume that it does and that I do. Mix those two up for me. I'm definitely, like, totally abusing the game. This is always, like, I always wanted third-person mechanics that just let you have third-person mechanics. Like, sure, you can shoot through walls and stuff, but that's not very good.
C through F. But is the clock back? Now?
You know what the clock to?
Oh, man. Adi is gonna be so pissed.
Got some good one. Like, just let me shoot through walls, right? If I can see it with my camera, let me do it. It's not a competitive game or anything. And now this game lets me do it, but it feels really cheap.
When the converters and coolant pumps are working again, we should help.
What do you know about the service weapon?
Not much. That thing is director only. Salvador told me by the time he saw Trench use it. Sounds like that gun can do some serious damage. Yeah, I did see pictures of it once, though, and it looks different to that thing you're carrying. You modded or something? It's new.
Is new a good thing?
Given the circumstances, I'd say new is our best bet.
Okay. Alright, that's enough for now.
I should be going.
I wasn't sure if you had any comment.
You gotta lock down the lift.
I wasn't sure if you had any sort of comment on the coolant being fixed. Energy converters. Proper signage. Wow, incredible. Some games have it, a lot of games don't. It's unfortunate. Have some of that. Don't have time for shenanigans. Accuracy. Thank you. That's a really cool melee. I like that. That's good. It also seems to be pretty powerful, which I like. I love melee.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah, me neither. It's the control point. Might as well just do that. Basically free. Constructs. Weapon forms. Yeah, can't do that. It's kind of tempting. Obviously, I mean, I can't quite yet, but. No. So spin seems. It seems like spin is the automatic. Oh, cool. Power's already on. Right. Sorry. I should try and finish this up.
It's fried up. You need to fix it before the old twig pants inside the plant has a shit fit.
appear to be able to wallbang, which I suppose is okay. I forgot I can't wallbang, but I can just explode their cover. Wow. Alright, what's in here? Protection rating level 3. Just a box. Spin group. Okay, so that's recoil control for the spin. Just keep that open for a moment. Frames. Okay, then I have to go up via this. Oh, Jesus, that does a lot of damage.
Now we won't blow up. Let's go lift the lockdown.
So, yeah, control room, which is going to be back this way. I move pretty, like the animations are a little bit out of whack with what I'm doing sometimes. Just like a little bit mistimed or whatever, but I like that because it doesn't look as good, but it gives me a much smoother motion. Oh, I could have just done this the whole time. Alright, so I still can't do anything here. I need one more threshold remnant. Then I can make the spin bot. Also board countermeasures. Okay. Thank you. There are a lot of modes. That's actually a cool system. They all use the same ammo pool, which is something I've liked in theory for a long time. Multiple weapons using the same ammo pool.
Thing blows.
Doesn't necessarily make sense.
Crew feels a lot safer when you're around.
So,
What exactly is the power plant?
oh, it's okay. That's
Listen,
not
I only
honest.
know what Salvador told me, but I know it generates all the electricity for the Bureau, and it's got two very simple rules. Rule 1, keep it below a certain temperature. Rule 2, don't ever, ever open it. Oh, and 3, it's classified, so I shouldn't ask.
Sounds like secrets are standard operating procedure around here.
Oh, yeah, it's all part of the job.
I guess with some of these, but yeah, I've liked that. I like pistols in general, so shotgun pistols, automatic pistols, stuff like that. That gives you a little bit more
What do you know
versatility.
about the hiss?
I like.
Not much, only what I've seen. Well, they use the same tactics that Marshall and Salvador taught us, which makes me think that the hiss haven't completely erased the people inside, which is a pretty fucking horrible thought.
Yeah.
Or they're just using whatever they find in their victims' heads. In any case, they are really eager to get inside the power plant.
Why do you think that is?
Shit, I don't know. They want to make my life harder?
What do you do here, Arish?
Security chief of the maintenance sector. I make sure all the weird shit down here doesn't bother the maintenance crews. Learned everything I know from Salvador. The best security agent this bureau has ever seen.
And you like your job?
I love it. You know, everyone thinks that maintenance is the lowest rung on the ladder just because we fix pipes instead of writing memos, but I gotta be honest. These are the bravest people in the goddamn building. I'm proud to work with them.
I've done a few odd jobs with these kind of folks. They say what they mean. I like that.
And Adi, the janitor.
Do you know this Ati guy?
Of course. He's my favorite coffee break buddy. Dude has got some crazy stories. He probably knows more than anyone else around here, if you can make sense of what he's saying.
Any idea where he's from?
I'm guessing Sweden.
He's from where he's from. Right, there are
Just a
just some
guess.
stones that are better left unturned, you know?
I haven't been able to pick
I
out
should
what
be
that
going.
language is.
Right.
I suppose
You got a
could be
lockdown to
Swedish.
lift.
I don't have a whole lot of experience with that, so I have no idea. But okay, I can't reopen that. Where do I do that? Per se, here. Where am I?
Remember, we got this.
That's security, not the control room. Control room is this way. Right, signage, yeah. Right, I need to lift this. That'll be the end. So this way. Central maintenance. Okay, maybe it'll be marked over on this side. I don't think so, but wasn't burnt trash in the coolant pumps? Oh, where's the furnace? Coolant pumps and elevator are here, right? Yeah. Coolant pumps, elevator, ventilation, security. Elevator. Energy converters, central maintenance. I'm gonna assume it's in central maintenance what I'm looking for, but I'm not sure where the furnace is. Potentially in ventilation. It could be classed as, because a furnace in theory would be used to heat things. Field training. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. No. This is not where I'm supposed to be so far. Alright, there's just bathrooms here. There's the energy conversion. Okay, so what about these elevators? The elevators give us options or not really? Here we are. Go up or down? Up. Cool. So the furnace maybe is in the other elevator. Potentially. For some reason I thought that was something other than it was. That's the energy converters. Yeah, this is the control room. Got it. fire it, and that doesn't work so well. Actually, very few games have sent me to run recover as effectively as this game.
A lockdown
Don't have that.
only be lifted by a directorial override.
Yeah, sure, why not? That'll probably work. It's a very fancy tool. I don't think I want to go there. I'm gonna have to, but it looks like a not fun place.
That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
I don't see any boxes. I'll fast travel over before I log off. That's gonna be it, I think. Yeah. Hopping over, and then I can pick back up talking to Emily. Be a good place to restart. So far, great game. Takes a little bit of getting used to, and the frames are atrociously bad. I mean, if you have a really good computer, I'm sure they're fine. But mine's pretty good, good enough to run a lot of things on high settings, and this kills it, apparently. It just can't stand it. Other than that, I think it's been good so far. I like the shooting mechanics. I like the way they've built my primary weapon. It's sort of a pistol, but with the effectiveness of various different types of gun. The shotgun, the automatic, and just the good old-fashioned semi. Melee's cool. I like it. It's good.